So the next lesson is don't introduce your hold on, don't introduce your parents don't introduce your partner to your parents unless it's accompanied with cows, baby. Yo. Today I give love and joy to the world. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, it must be nice if you're doing it twice, and I'm so glad you're back like you never left. So as you can see by the title of today's video, I'm gonna be recording 8 lessons I learned in my first romantic relationship. Now that we're all healed, ready to mingle, I think it's a great idea to just share with you guys, and also for my future self, so that I don't forget lessons I learned in my first romantic relationship. So if this is something you are interested in, please go ahead and watch the rest of the video. It is a get ready with me chit chat, get ready with me. I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything, but I'm graduating on the 4th of July. Wake up, Mr. West, Mr. So I'm learning how to do my makeup. Like, I want to be able to do my own makeup by the time it's graduation, because I'm trying to minimize costs for graduation. I want to spend more money on other things like my hair, outfit, nails, lashes. So I want to at least eliminate one of the expenses, and I think by July I could do it. You guys will let me know in the comment section below if you think by July, based on this video, if you think by July, it's May now, in July will I be able to have gotten to a point where I can do a full face beat for graduation. So yeah, without wasting any more time, let's get right into the video. So I'm gonna start with my eyebrows, and I must say, like, my eyebrows give me, like, they are my biggest challenge when it comes to makeup. I saw this technique on TikTok where they take green bar sunlight, and then you can use setting spray or water, and then they just spray on the green bar, and then you take your baby, then it's spoolie. Yeah, so let me quickly do my eyebrows, and then we'll get into the first lesson that I learned in my first romantic relationship. So I've been in one relationship so far, which lasted for 8 months, and that is why I'm doing 8 lessons, one for each month. So I have a mirror here. I'll be looking at the mirror, don't mind that. But yeah, let me quickly do my eyebrows off camera, and then I'll come back and do the rest. Before you even say anything, I know I look crazy, I know, and I did say that, like, eyebrows, like, it's a work in progress. It's not happening, like, you know, as I'm going, it looks like it's gonna turn out the way I think it will. And I got the eyebrows, but they're supposed to be king siblings. At this point, mine are not even relatives, they're like long distance relatives. Look at this one, it's so thick, and look at this one, it's so thin. Also, it just doesn't start the same, like guning. But I'm gonna continue with my makeup, do the rest of the video, and then I'll probably like just brush them away, brush them off. But yeah, I know with eyebrows I still have a very long way to go, and I'm okay with that. I know that it will figure up. So now I'm gonna go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Don foundation, and yeah, we're gonna talk about the 8 lessons that I learned in my first romantic relationship. So the first point that I have here says, loving yourself is so important. It sets the bar on how people will love you. It teaches people how to treat you. So I know life is not black and white, and sometimes, like, you can love yourself and then people will still treat you like you don't. Like, people will still not love you even if you love yourself. And I know here I said loving yourself sets a bar on how people will love you, but it's not always that way. You can find someone who loves themselves like so much and then still be with a partner who doesn't demonstrate the same love that they already showed to themselves. So I'm aware that, you know, life is not a straight line and it doesn't always work like that. But for the most part, if someone meets you at a point where you already love yourself in a certain way, they will try and go above that. And if you get into a relationship and you don't love yourself, it's easy for the person to just offer you the bare minimum, and even for you to accept it, honestly, because if you don't love yourself, then you don't even know what love is, Sana. You don't know what love is. You don't love yourself, you don't take care of yourself. So any little thing that the person will do, you feel like, oh my gosh, he's gonna marry me. Yeah. And then when you talk to other people, and I'm not saying we should compare, but when you talk to other people about your relationship, or you hear about other people's relationships and they talk about what goes down there, you're like, okay, I thought I was loved so much, so what is this, honey? What is this? So yeah, that's the first thing that I learned, is that I need to love myself, so that I, first of all, don't settle for less than what I deserve, and secondly, to give the next person direction on how to love me. I should treat myself with respect, with kindness, so that the next person will also treat me with respect and kindness. And that's the first lesson that I learned, yeah, in my first relationship. Oh, this foundation, baby, is giving what it's supposed to give. Oh, these eyebrows are really like I look insane, but you know what, we're gonna see through. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my stick concealer, because the other one, yeah, what do they call it, this one is finished at this point, so I'm gonna use the stick concealer as we go to the second lesson that I learned. And this is probably the most important one that I learned, is don't obsess over what you think the relationship could be, the potential of the relationship. Be present in what it is right now. So one thing about me, as soon as that man asked me to be his girlfriend, I thought it's a signed, sealed and delivered request to be his wife. And that was my biggest mistake. Like, I wasn't present in what the relationship was. I was so fixated in what I thought it would be, what I hoped it would be, where I thought it would go, and that's not healthy, man. There's nothing healthy about, first of all, having expectations that were not promised you. Let's start there. And secondly, to not be present in what is, because you start to focus on your mind, you start to focus your mind on what you, like 5 years down the line, you start to focus on your mind on what you want it to be, and you neglect what it is. You don't work on the things that it is now, but you're already very far. Like, we're in Johannesburg, we are in Cape Town, and that's what I was in my first relationship. I was obsessing about the idea of what I wanted the relationship to be, where I wanted it to go. And you know what, I thought I was gonna go in with setting spray, but I've never used that technique, so let me not do that. So yeah, I thought that man was gonna be my husband, the father of my kids, honey. And the first day he asked me out, like the day he asked me out, I got back home, I wrote on my journal that, oh my gosh, baby boy asked me out, I'm so excited, I can feel that this is my husband. And that was my first error right there, because yeah, that was not my reality. That's what I wanted it to be, but that was not the reality. And very dangerous place to be in, where you obsess over what it could be and you just don't enjoy it anymore. Also, if you don't accept, because okay, this is, I'm just a girlfriend, it's the first day, I've just been asked out, let me enjoy that and not obsess over, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this moment, oh my gosh, let's get married. Yeah, boom. So yeah, that's the second lesson I learned. Just be present and not obsess over the potential of the relationship or where you want it to go. The second lesson I learned, third, is do not be afraid of confrontation. Don't vent to friends before you confront your partner. When they say what are your red flags, this was definitely my red flag in the relationship. I never confronted things. Maybe I did once or twice, but most of the time, like when things were said or done that I didn't like, my friends were on speed dial, baby. And that was so unhealthy for me and for the relationship, because you know, my friends can help me, give me advice all they want, but at the end of the day the relationship was between me and my partner, and if I never confronted any issues with him, that also never gave him an opportunity to do better. And I was constantly unhappy because I was having these issues, but was I telling him? No, I wasn't. I was telling my friends. And I even wrote here in brackets that that thing of being afraid of confrontation and venting to friends instead is selfish, because it doesn't give your partner to do better. There's no such thing as common sense in life. We're not the same, we're very different, and what is normal to you is not normal to me, and what is right to you is not right to me. It's not always right to me. So sometimes we do things in relationships thinking this is the right thing to do, but to the person we're doing it to, our partner, it's not necessarily what they like, you know. So that's why it's important to just confront issues and to not assume that people know what you're feeling, how you're feeling. They always say, Gucci, like we can't read, men can't read our minds, women can't read men's minds. In relationships, we always have to communicate how we're feeling, what's going on, because yeah, man, like people can just guess, or you're not happy because I said this, or you're not happy because I did that. And yeah, that's what I learned, that I shouldn't be afraid of confrontation. In any case, a relationship is supposed to be a safe space for me to be able to say when I'm not happy, and to be able to express my grievances. And yeah, this thing of like, you know, it's okay to go to friends for advice, like, oh, show me Indo Diami did this and this, and I don't know how to go about it. Then your friend advises you, but that must be known to your partner as well. Like, you need to discuss that with the person that you are in relation with, because they are the ones who need to maybe do the fixing, maybe do the communicating, or whatever the case may be. So that's the third lesson that I learned, that I need to be bold and confront things and not be selfish by not giving my partner a chance to do better, instead going to friends and venting to them and then leave it at that. So now I'm gonna go in with a darker shade of concealer for, I don't know what they call this, contour again. But okay, where is it? This is the Scarlet Hill concealer flawless Don. Yeah, K-Arms darling, and Mr. Price. The next lesson is being with someone who shares similar beliefs is important. It just makes the relationship smoother. Yeah, definitely. I think that one I don't have to go into much detail. Oh, it's similar to my foundation color. What's going on? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go into much detail about that, but basically I think it's important to be with someone that you share similar beliefs with. Already a relationship is hard work. It takes a lot of commitment, a lot of energy, and I feel like religion shouldn't be things that you are fighting about, you know what I mean? Like, that should be something that you're on the same page with, so that you have energy to do with other things. Because if you're not on the same page with that, like, also you're not going anywhere, honestly, because I don't think, well, personally, let me say personally, I don't want to get married to someone who does not share same beliefs with me, because my beliefs make up a very big part of my life, if not all of it. I try to incorporate every part of my life in terms of my beliefs. So if I don't share the same beliefs as my partner, I don't see how that could work. It could in the short term, but long term, I don't think so. Another lesson is dating someone you like as a person makes it easier to deal with them when you're upset in a relationship. Develop a friendship with your partner. So yeah, I think it's nicer when you date someone that you've been friends with, or someone that you can be friends with, someone that you like. So outside of the romance part of it, the relationship part of it, I think it's important to just like the person that they are. Like, I think it's important to just like your partner as a person. Like, do you like them? I think that's such an important question, because one day, like, the romantic part of it, not even one day, the romantic part of it is not always enough to keep you there. So I feel like if you're friends with your partner and you like them as a person, you like their personality, you just like them, you know, the same way that you like your friends, and that's why they're your friends. I think it's important, even in a relationship, to like your partner. Yeah, I just think it makes it easy, even when you're upset with them, because like, this is someone that you genuinely like, this is your friend. You will, I think, be more, I don't want to use the word tolerant, but it will be easier for you to babegezelela when you like them and they're your friend. And like, if you just niyajola, like, it's romantic only and there's no level of friendship, I hope I'm making sense. But yeah, I feel like you need to like your partner, be friends with your partner. Yeah, guys, this darker concealer, I think I need to get another one, because I feel like it's similar to my foundation. Okay, the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, where I put my concealer. As we go to our next point, which is have fun, go out, spend quality time together, go to a comedy show, ice cream date, do something. Oh man, this is a big one for me now, and it's a lesson that I learned in my first relationship, that, you know, it's important to do the fun things and to spend quality time together, to not always be in a position where you're just conversing and having conversations and, you know, chatting over the phone. Even though it's long distance, try to make an effort to go out and do fun things and be fools, be clowns, like, be silly, just have a good time, you know. I just think it just makes it a bit more, it makes it fun, man. And yeah, I feel like I need to, in my next relationship, that's what I want to prioritize, like, just having fun with the person that I'm with. Let's go to an ice cream date, and then after that go watch the movies, and then go to a comedy show, and then, you know, just do something, live a little, you know. But yeah, I think that's a lot. But yeah, I think that's a lesson that I learned, that it doesn't always have to be deep, like, it doesn't always have to be chat and like serious, and, you know, let's go out, let's do fun things, let's be like kids together, you know, let's just have a great time, because we're not here for a long time, but we're gonna have a good time. Okay, so yeah, that's one of the lessons that I learned. Another one is to never compromise yourself for love. It reminds me of that TikTok, how would you relocate for love? For love? No.
Would you ever leave everything behind and relocate for love?
Yeah, for love?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah, never compromise yourself for love. Being with someone shouldn't make you less of you. Yeah, this one I believe strongly with my whole heart. If anything, being in a relationship should add to who you are, and it should never subtract. Okay, so if you're in a relationship, I feel like it should just add onto who you are and never take away. If you're someone who enjoyed going out, now that you're in a relationship, I don't think you should stop going out. if you're someone who loves reading books maybe and spending time alone, obviously when you're in a relationship you're gonna have to accommodate your partner in terms of spending time with them, but you should also do those things that make up who you are. Yeah, a relationship shouldn't make you compromise yourself. It shouldn't take anything away from who you are. You should just become more of that. Yeah. Yes, I'm not oblivious to the fact that there are some compromises and changes that will happen when you're in a relationship. Like, for example, if you're someone who likes spending time alone all the time, obviously when you're in a relationship you can't have that, but you can still have your time alone and still make time for your partner. My point is, don't completely suppress who you are just to accommodate the next person. You still need to be yourself. Another one, which I think is so important, man. It is so important, this one. Listen to your friends. Don't dismiss their opinion on your relationship. They love you and want the best for you. So if you're like me and you're blessed with some amazing friends, they want the best for you. Your friends, more often than not, want the best for you, and they love you and they want to see you happy. So I think it's important to care what your friends think of your relationship, and I'm aware that sometimes there are friends who maybe can be jealous of your relationship and always speak negatively of it, but obviously these are not the type of friends I'm talking about. I'm talking about friends who have your back and who love you. I think it's important to know what they think of your relationship, and when they do bring up things that are possible red flags, I don't think you should completely dismiss them, because it's probably true. It's probably true. And yeah, like, listen to your friends. Don't be so gone in a relationship to a point where you feel like the person can do no wrong, and your friends are telling you, or if your friends are raising red flags that are not there. Like, listen to them and actually consider what they're saying. I'm gonna go in with blush. I use eyeshadow palette as blush because I can't afford blush yet. So yeah, I'm gonna go in with this. I don't want it to be too bright. I'll go in with this shade of pink, this one right here. So yeah, your friends want the best for you. They love you. They are not malicious. So when they consider what they tell you of your partner or of your relationship, I'm not saying take everything, but think about it. Like, if your friends say, hey, Chomi, but have you noticed, when every time when you're with your man, he doesn't want you to do this, you know, Chomi, have you noticed, every time you're with your man you act in a certain way? Why? You know, consider those things, think about them. Yeah, your friends love you and they really do want the best for you. They're not there to cause you harm. And I know, Shem, you know, I'm not being naive. I know that there are friends who are there to destroy your relationship, but like, more often than not, your friends have your back and you should listen to them when they are like, I'm not sure about that, baby. So yeah, another point. Okay, I think I'm almost at 8. This is probably the 6th or 7th point. Man, I feel like this blush is too much, baby. Ain't no way. I don't know, I feel like it's too much, but it's also giving me I don't know. So now I use a lip liner for my lips. Look at that. Is it giving? I feel like the blush is too much, but so far there's powder there. But we'll fix that. So the next lesson is don't introduce your don't introduce your parents. Don't introduce your partner to your parents unless it's accompanied with cows, baby. Yo. So I never introduced my boyfriend to my parents or to my family, but they knew him. And you know, like, you're unnecessary, land, especially when you like and you're still dating, man, it's not necessary, right? So yeah, I feel like it's unnecessary to introduce your partner or for your family to know who your partner is up until you get married. Also, I've just heard a lot of horror stories about this, like where people will introduce their partners to parents and then the parent falls in love with this partner and then you guys break up, and then now when you are with a new partner, your mom can't let go of that old partner and now compares. Makoti, are you the one who's teaching us this also? I forgot who it is, but I think it's Sophie's sister-in-law, soon to be sister-in-law, has a problem with her because he prefers Sophie's boyfriend's ex. So yeah, I feel like there's no need to introduce your partner to your parents because like they'll just get attached, and then when it's over, now what? Also, I feel like it's a bit like, I don't know, should we say disrespectful? I don't know, but every day, every time, every 3 to 4 months it's you introducing new boyfriends. I feel like I'll introduce when I know that this one is writing a letter to my uncles. In fact, the day he says, babe, I'm thinking of bringing my uncles, that's when I'll be like, okay, mama, this is the man, this is the mom. But before then, there's just no need. Yeah, no, I couldn't share it. There's no need for it. Don't know why we do it. Yeah, I'm not about to introduce any boyfriend to my mom and my family because there's just no need, baby. There's no need. Okay, I'm gonna go in with lip therapy, which is not so famous anymore because apparently there's some new one. But yeah, the last lesson that I learned as I finish is always speak highly of your partner in his or her absentia. Oh my god, oh my goodness, how important is this? This is something I also learned after the relationship. When I was just reflecting, Sana, and I was looking at the man in the mirror. I was just reflecting on, like, you know, where I went wrong, you know, some of the things that I did wrong, and because I never confronted things often with my then boyfriend, a lot of times, as I said earlier, I would vent to friends, right? And this obviously, I look kind of good. I just think it's the eyebrows that need to be worked on, but otherwise I look good. So as I'm saying, because I never confronted things with my then boyfriend, I vented a lot to my friends, and that meant I didn't always speak highly of my partner in his absentia, because yeah, my friends were an outlet for me to express my frustrations instead of him being the outlet, because I was in the relationship with him. So yeah, this is something that I know for a fact I was wrong for, and a lesson that I learned, that in my next relationship I must always speak highly of my partner in his absentia. Even though there are things that he might have done wrong when he's not around, I need to make sure I am my man this, my man that, with the biggest smile on my face. And obviously, like, when you go to friends for advice and stuff like that, that's different. Like, you know, you want advice because you feel like your partner did this, and that's different. But when your partner's not there, I feel like you should always speak highly of them. People must see your partner in the best light when you are speaking of him. And yeah, and that point, I even attached it with the scripture that I later read that confirmed that no, this is actually how things should be. Let me quickly put on setting spray. So there's a scripture, I'll probably write it on the screen, that says love covers a multitude of sin. And if you love your partner, you will, the love that you have for your partner will always cover them. It will always cover their sin, especially in front of other people. if you love someone, you want to protect them, you want to protect their dignity, you want to protect it, you want people to always see them in the best light, even though they don't always act in the best light, but in front of other people you want people to see them in the best light. So yeah, always speak highly of your partner when they are not there. That's something I really had to learn and to fix very quickly. Yeah, those are the 8 lessons that I learned in my first romantic relationship. It was a very interesting journey, and I'm so happy that I'm at a point now where I am healed, and I'm like, you know, I'm able to look back and not to cry or sob or get mad over the things that happened, but I'm just able to learn, you know. And I feel like that's what life is about. In any situation that we find ourselves in, you know, we should always aim to learn, you know, and to do better the next time. Yeah, well, this was my first relationship, 2021, 3rd year of university or college. 3rd year of college, and yeah, I learned so much that I feel like will help me to do better and to be a better partner in my. So yeah, as I was saying, the camera cut me off because of space. Let me just lotion my hair so I can finish this, get ready with me. Yeah, I know it's not like the best face because it's still weird, the setting spray. My eyebrows obviously don't look like they are siblings, and I feel like the blush is too much, but please let me know in the comment section down below. In terms of doing my face for graduation, how is it looking, baby? How is it looking? But yeah, that's what I learned. I think I was talking about how yeah, I feel like in whatever situation we may find ourselves in life, we need to learn and always do better the next time. And definitely my first romantic relationship was a beautiful learning curve, and there's a lot of things, as I've shared some with you guys, that I have learned for other relationships. Hopefully it's not going to be too many until it's time for marriage. Because yeah, I am dating to marry, but also I'm gonna be present in the dating instead of focusing on marriage. But yeah, thank you guys for. Let me just stop with the hair. The battery's flashing, so I want to quickly close it off. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Please do drop me one comment, or one comment. Please do drop me a comment in the comment section down below and let me know what is the one most important lesson that you learned in your romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be your first one. Any romantic relationship that you've been in, just let me know one lesson that you learned that you will never forget and that you always take in to your other relationships. And yeah, please let me know, guys, how am I doing with my face? Like, can I make it to graduation? 4th of July, will I be able to beat this face to the T? Disclaimer, I didn't do my lashes because I can't stick on lashes, but for graduation I'm gonna go to my friend who does individual lashes and I'm gonna get that done. And for my eyebrows, honestly, if I don't get far by mid-June, I'm just gonna go for shaping. But everywhere else, how is it going for graduation? But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Otherwise I'm not gonna stop and it's gonna cut me off. But yeah, till next time, take care and God bless, and stay safe in those relationships. Stay safe and enjoy, and don't be drunk in love, be sober, baby. Don't be drunk in love, be sober in love, and just enjoy it. Yeah, this hope that I have, I give to my world.